All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to East Coast Arts. My name is Matt Fork, and this is the 2026 Round 1, Night 1 of the Philadelphia Premier League and the Women's Philadelphia Premier League. We apologize about the long delay in getting started here. My computer crashed, and I lost everything and had to rebuild from scratch. So here we sit. Big apologies to Jamal Pegg and Paul Rudder. I told them to get started just so we didn't hold up the night any longer. I don't have many details other than that Paul's leading 4-1. It is a best of 12, meaning that a tie is a possibility. It's 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, and obviously no points for a 0. I'm going to keep working here as they keep shooting. Make sure I have everything set up as I need it to be. This is Paul Rudder's second year in a row being in the Premier League. I don't have his all-time stats on how many appearances he's had. I do know that this is Jamal's first year, and he is both nervous and excited tonight. He worked very hard last year to earn his place in the Premier League. Jamal's going to set up there with a 64 lead top. Got a lot of cushion here right now with fallback at 235. Again, we apologize for the delay. Nothing much we can do when the computer crashes. I'll do my best not to shake the camera that's in front of me. Wayward darts there by Jamal, expressing his dissatisfaction, and it looks like Paul just stole that leg. Going to take a 5-1 lead. Get a update around the hall and see what's going on here. So in our other first round matches that have concluded, Mike Camp beats Joe Craig 7-2, and Drew Anuski beats Jeff Marinucci 7-3. Games in progress right now. Obviously, the one with Paul and Jamal in front of us. Dan Benner leads Ed Thompson 5-4, and John Holland leads Mike Semariglia 4-2. Get over to the women's section without losing my place here. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. All right, women match center. Not sure what happened on this one. Don't see them shooting. Colleen Russell wins 1-0. I don't know if that's a scoring error with Dark Connect. Britt Berry and leads Britt Jasinski 4-3. Philomena Rose 3-2 over Katrina Dolan at the moment, and Steph Wehrman and Tiff Jasinski are tied at 2-2. And that is the room for round 1, match 1 of night 1. Back and forth lead here. No one running away with it. hope there wasn't a tablet issue with Laura Stankiewicz and Colleen Russell. For those of you who have watched before, first cuts are in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, for those that haven't watched before, our first cuts with both leagues will be after the first round robin. The bottom two shooters from both groups will be eliminated. All points will carry over. It will go points, leg differential, and then head-to-head record are your tiebreakers. Jamal working his way around the board here. 59 scored. Near even. It's really personal preference on these outshots. They both need 3 to take it out. Balls kisses up. He's just going to get a 60. Left on that first one. He's still got some darts to clean it up, put some pressure on. Looking at a 130 with 1 dart in hand, it looks like. .76 left, 1 dart in hand. He kisses the 1 again. So here's Jamal's chance to steal this leg. Good first dart. Let's go in for the 70 to set up tops. Flashes the 15, goes to even it out, picks the triple 17, excuse me. He's going to get another chance here. Jamal shoots what Paul requires. High on the 3rd dart. Here in League 7, he just hasn't been really crisp. He's been missing a lot on the wire. Now Jamal, chance to steal. Jamal comes back, takes that on the 3rd dart. It's going to be 5-2, and he's going to lead off the next leg. That's a big leg for Jamal there. He showed some frustration and obviously wasn't feeling the best in that leg. Still comes out and gets the win. He's going to lead off here, chance to make it 5-3. See if I can update on any other games that are happening right now. It looks like Brittany Jasinski and Britt Barry have tied 4-4. We're going to have to talk to Nooch at some point. We're going to clean up these scores for our record keeping. Jamal leading all, first start 20. Triple one is second, third one, ton to start. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Congratulations on your Treble 20 power ranking selection. First start there by Paul. And these guys are going back and forth. It's pretty much anyone's game. The beginning, as I looked through, see anything glaringly in favor of anyone. And it's looking like it could have been a 2-2 start. Paul was able to sneak one away from Jamal there at the end and did the same thing in leg 5. Not as lopsided as the score would indicate. Jamal's just missing in the corners on his triples. Paul's getting chances and he's not capitalizing here. I mean, it's night 1, it's game 1. Early jitters, nervousness, whatever you want to chalk it up to, but you can't win Premier League on night 1. It's more important how they finish here. They have 2 more games tonight. And there's not an easy game in this room, so time to regroup here. To the other darts happening around the hall. John Holland has pulled the 6-2 on Mike Semi. Ed Thompson has come back and won 7-5 on Dan Benner. Those are the only 2 games that are still playing now, is Mike Semi and John Holland in the game on stream. For the Premier League side, on the Women's Premier League side, Philomena Rose, Katrina Dolan tied 3-3. Steph Worm up 4-2 on Tiffany Jasinski. Up next, we're going to switch over to the ladies' side for a little sibling rivalry between Brittany and Tiffany Jasinski. Big 140 there by Paul Rudder. I'm all looking at a big fish. Good guide dart, though. Try to put some pressure on Paul. 40 scored. First start in, double 14, and it is 6-2. So the worst that Paul can do at this point is only tie. He will get at least 1 point. If he wins one more leg before Jamal gets to 6, this match will be over. 1 dart on the floor. 80 scored, though. So a big thank you to the CDC for selling us these dartboards that we used for the event taking place in the same hall over the summer. Ours were getting a little beat up. May have to adjust this camera in a little bit. I'll kick it over to another view after this match is over. It's up on stage with me, which is a little rickety, can wobble from time to time. It's looking like John Holland defeated Mike Semi. Yes, he did. 7-2. Closest match so far in this first wave of games has been Ed Thompson and Dan Benner. Ed throwing an 84 to Dan Benner 78. Vin's Dark Garage, yes. If Paul were to get to 7, this match would be over. So Jamal's got to win out the tie. Gonna go to my phone here and pull up my schedule. Rattle off who everyone's playing next. Very important darts here for Jamal. Right in the corner. You can see on his face the frustration. It's just darts just aren't working this match. He still has two more. So he's gonna have to regroup. Maybe get a little bit of help here in this leg. All right, as I go to night one in our next round of matches, that'll be happening in the background here. And Paul Ritter takes it out. That's going to be a 7-2 finish. We're going to wait here in a holding pattern. Sorry. Delay, folks. Stick with us, though. My name is Matt Forkin. I run East Coast Darts. I'm going to be commentating with you. I have Chris Rasmondo up here in a little bit. Next game up. So we're catching up with Vin here. Been in Philly the last 2 years for the Continental Cup. Mo is one of the nicest guys in the Philadelphia area, probably the entire country with darts. Incredibly supportive, incredibly knowledgeable. You're lucky to have met him. Love that you're coming to Continental Cup coming to Philly for the Continental Cup. We love hosting it. We love when they grace us with their presence. Hang tight. Tiff's still shooting. She will play Brittany next on stream, and we will be right back. Alright, everybody, sorry for the delay. I am back. Camera's a little jacked up here. Let me see if I can fix it. That looks better. I apologize for the delay on the commentary here. I was running around doing some stuff in the other room. Wanted to make sure that they were up and running before I got back up. Brittany holds the 1-0 lead around the room. Yes. I didn't tighten it. Problem with the board there. Anyway, elsewhere around the hall, Rudder and Camp tied at 2-2. John Holland and Ed Thompson. John leads 1-0. Jamal Pegg leads Joe Craig 1-0. Dan Benner and Jeff Marinucci are just about to start. Cork and Drew Anuski, Mike Semi are tied at 0-0. Oh, never mind. Like Drew just took a 1-0 lead. Semi took a 1-0 lead. On the women's side, obviously the game on stream, Britt Berry and Steph Werman are warming up. Colleen Russell, Katrina Dolan just underway, and Lars Stankovitz leads Philomena Rose 1-0. Back to the action here. .41 for Britt. She's going to give herself a look at an outshot should Tiffany miss. Here. Gonna punch it in real fast. 66 minus 19 is gonna leave her 47. Why we gotta learn our math, people. Wasting your rhythm to try and do some crazy math. I know it can happen from time to time, but know what your math is before you hit the darts. Know your numbers. It goes a long way. Tiffany doesn't need the extra time, I guess, so I'll just go shut up. Tied 1-1. Brittany's going to lead off here. 60 to start for Britters. .45 answer by Tiffany. See some of the other games going on. Big action going on. Oh, still about the same as my update from before. Nobody's taking a huge run at any darts. Brittany with a little bit of an advantage right here. So we're reaching the midway point of this leg. Good third dart triple. Again, good third dart triple. Tiff cut the difference down. Back-to-back 66 there. 9 scored there for Tiffany. Not the time to throw that. .26 scored. It's going to leave a 180, not an out shot. And Tiff's going to have a chance to put some pressure on here and give herself a chance in this leg. Good third dart triple. Recovery from that second dart that went off the board. But it's not going to be enough for an out shot. .40 scored for Britt. Doesn't look like it took. No, it did not. That's 21, so 24, 25 scored. And that's enough for an out shot. Top stops. Nope, Britt's going for the triple. She'll take her 40, set herself up at 60. Tip checking our little outshot chart. .59 scored. I'll leave her 98. .85 is 13. Yeah, it's a computation error there, but .40 scored for Tiffany. She's gonna leave herself at 58, and here comes Brittany. 46, 610 wire. Gets the 6 for tops. High on both darts. It's a tough bag for Britt there. Now Tiffany with a chance to steal. And tops. Nope, and Brittany's getting another chance to hold her throw. Just a bit outside. High again. It's a double 10. That's a tough break. If you're gonna hit anything, the 15 is probably the least ideal when you're looking at the 10. Brittany sneaks it in, third dart. She's going to take a 2-1 lead. While we wait, quick update around the room. Mike Camp leads Paul Water 5-2. John Holland, Ed Thompson are tied at 1-1. Jamal Pegg leads Joe Craig 2-0. Jeff Marinucci has a 1-0 lead on Dan Benner, and Drew Anelski leads Mike Semiriglia 2-1. Katrina Dolan leads Colleen Russell 2-0. Lars Stankiewicz leads Philomena Rose 2-0. Brittany obviously leads Tiffany 2-1 on stream right now. And Britt Barry and Steph Orman are tied at 0-0 right now. Back to the action we go. .80 scored there for Tiffany. 19 scored there? 18 scored there. Big darts by Tiffany there with the 85 scored. Britt's going to have to do something or this leg's going to be running away from her. Tiff again with big darts there. I believe that's an 80 scored. Leaves herself a ton. Brittany running out of chances here in this leg. And that's a good third dart. Good time to find a rhythm. Big Neelick, what's up with you? Thanks for joining. Neelick or Nylick, I forget how to say it now. Oh, not what she intended for. It's the 28 scored. Gonna go with the 17. How many Twitch mods do I have? I have no idea. Not a single clue how many. You, Kelly Gallagher, Troy, Brittany. The Twitch mod's a little slimmer. Forgot you were a mod. Should have had you come down here, Colin. You could have commentated with me. One of those days at Columbia where it smells like toast. So all I'm craving is a sandwich right now. Well, now I wish I asked you, Kyle. Yeah, Discord, especially if you have a I won't say a good monitor, a big monitor. You can always you get a reduced. You sat back here. You get a reduced view on the monitor, especially through Discord if I'm just sharing my screen. But we've had a few remote commentators before that hasn't been a problem. Especially as the end of the summer starts to roll up, I'm gonna need some nights off. A good third dart triple there by Tiff. It's starting to heat up now, starting to throw tighter groups. Ooh. Bad luck for Tiff there. 40 scored. Oh, you got a curved monitor. Someone's fancy. Personally, I don't like the curve monitor. I think there's too much glare. There we go. Oh, Britt. That was a good first dart. Left a lot of space to squeeze it right over top. Ends up leaving a dart on the floor. Starting to pick up here. 60 scored. It's gonna look Britt first to the out. Tiffany coming right behind her. And that's a 40 scored. It's a good start. Yeah, that still plays. 90 scored. The gaming you do, huh? All that Fortnite? Or is it Rocket League now? 57 there for Tiffer. I know we're expecting a storm in Philly, and I can't tell if that's the air conditioner running or outside right now. Especially yesterday with the hailstorm I got. Kind of over the rain. Ooh. I think that's in there. I heard a loud thud. There is. Brittany's going to hold her throw, take a 3-2 lead. Oh, if it's pouring outside, my stuff's staying here tonight. Crazy storms we're having in the Philadelphia area last 2 days. It's supposed to continue throughout the week. I feel like I live in Florida. Let's do an update while we have a chance here. Rudder's come back. Camp made it. Camp leads 6-5 on Rudder. Rudder with a nice comeback. Ed Thompson now leads John Holland 3-1. Joe Craig, Jamal Pegg tied 2-2. Dan Benner, Jeff Marinucci tied at 2-2. And Drew Anuski leads Mike Semi 4-1 on the women's side. Steph Weirman leads Brittany Barry 2-0. Colleen Russell battles back, ties it at 2-2 with Katrina Dolan and Laura Stankiewicz. I don't know why I said Lara. Leads Philomena Rose 2-1. Good pick there by Tiff on the third dart. Wish I had a little bit better view. And Ed Thompson doing a little dance back there. He's having a strong start to his debut here. And it looks like Mike Camp just took it out on Rudder to win 7-5. That is exactly what happened. Moving right along here. I think the women only have 2 matches tonight, so this might be the end of their night. We'll have one more match with the Premier League. Let me pull up my schedule here. Should have just saved it on my phone instead of leaving it in text messages. But, you know, folks, that's why I'm a big dumb animal. Yep, I was right. Only 2 matches for the ladies tonight. And on the other side of the coin, we have Ed Thompson versus Camp, Joe Craig versus Drew Anelski, Jamal Pegg versus John Holland, Jeff Marinucci versus Mike Semi, and Dan Benner versus Paul Rudder. And as I'm looking at this, Colin, feel like I gotta go Ed Camp, last game. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll figure out next week. Back to the action here. Brittany with 70 left, went after the 10-10. There's Ed. That's their next opponent there. I think I have to turn down this noise gate. I don't know why my mic keeps cutting out. See if that does anything a little bit better. How do these get like this? Is this... Should just kill this and see what happens. Let's see if that's any better. No? Just kill it. Alright, I'm just going to kill the noise gate. Hopefully that works. Yeah, Colin, my question was, next wave of matches, Camp Ed. Read them off again here, in case my mic cut out. We have Ed versus Camp, Craig versus Anelski, Pegg versus Holland, Nooch versus Semi, and Benner versus Rudder. Those are the games available. So 27. 26. Okay. Double 7 for Britt here. She was breaking it up. She had the double 6. She had to go to the double 1. Tiff puts it in first dart. She's going to tie it up, hold her throw. Tied at 3-3. So the winner of this leg will automatically guarantee themselves at least 1 point. See if there's any other updates around the room. This is the tightest. I shouldn't even say it's the tightest match right now, being 3-3, because Laura leads 3-1 over Philomena Rose. Colleen's battled back 3-2 against Katrina Dolan, and Steph Worm is up 3-0 on Brittany Berry. All of them are shooting very well. Close matches. Ed Thompson leads John Holland 4-1. Jamal Pegg now leads Joe Craig 3-2. Benner and Nooch are tied at 3-3, and Drew Anelski is up 6-1 on Mike Semi. That is correct. 6 of the 10. And what do we have right now, Colin? Do we have 12 in the city right now in total? John Schaffeletti and why do I feel like Will Gingrey? Oh no, Ryan Atkins has one. Ryan Atkins has one. We actually may have more than 12. Been a productive Q school this year in Philly. Between that, DPPHL. We were lucky enough to have 2 CDC events here, and it wasn't the same calendar year, but certainly felt like it between Continental Cup and the event they had here a couple months ago. I think that's a bust, I believe. No, it's good. It's good. 60 and 37 is 97. It's a good leave. I thought she busted. Strong leg for Britt. 81 there for Tiffany. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Colin. I think talking to Ricky at the end of the weekend, I think it was a record across the board for the Philly Open in general. Love to see it. Big shout out to Carl and Ron and Gail and Bruni, Frank Watkins, yourself, Colin. That it's not an easy task to run that tournament, and they do a great job every year. We had a great turnout. Pretty frustrated here, a little double trouble on the 2. It's gonna have to do something about this double 2 here, because I don't think she can give Tiffany many more chances. She's lobbing those last 2 up there. She wasn't throwing at it, wasn't confident with it. 72 left. Gonna think about it here. There's a couple options you can do. Eight's gonna leave her 64th. 96 entries is insane. Did they expand? They normally do what? Top 4 get you tour card. Did they expand it out to maybe 8 with that turnout? Very high for Brittany there. But Tiffany's gonna have a chance here to not only break Brittany and guarantee herself 1 point, but she'll hold throw in the final leg and can take 2 points. But that 7 is not going to help her. That is way off target. 35 scored for Tiff, but Britt still is in the madhouse. Who knows what happens here? Oh, they expanded out to 12. Okay. That's cool. I love when they do that. Give more people a chance because of the turnout. Gotcha. Okay. And Brittany does it. She's going to guarantee herself 1 point. And we will play the deciding leg here. If Britt wins, she will obviously win the set, get 2 points. If Tiff wins, tied, both get a point. Ooh, just outside on that last dart. Ton scored for Britt there. Good darts. Britt with a chance. Set herself up with an out shot. It's just a 41 though. Not enough to get to an out shot, but still moving the number down in a big way. Wayward there, second dart. It's going to switch up to the 19 there. Div can really set up here with a big score. Ain't going to help. At this point, you got to make sure you at least give yourself a chance at an out. 7 ain't going to do it. I think we have some action on the women's side. I think one of the games has concluded. I'm going to check in a second. I don't want to turn away real quick. Colleen Russell has defeated Katrina Dolan 5-2. Be a little quiet here because music has stopped in the hall. Just turn my mic up a little bit. Maybe it'll catch more. There we go. There we go. There's a song. I think that little change in volume might have got the Brit there. Updates on the ladies' side, the other two remaining matches. 4-2, Laura over Philomena, and 3-1, Steph over Britt Barry as of now. And then this final leg. .22 there for Tiff. She had a chance at a 2-dart out there. Didn't take it. Double 8 we go. I think that's out. That looked out to me. Guess not. Just a reminder that even with the zoomed in cameras, still can't see. 81. Can't stress enough why it's important you know your numbers. Those breaks and change in rhythm just to look at a card or to do the mental math can cost you legs, matches, championships. Double 12. And that is it. Brittany Jasinski is going to win this one 5-3. She's going to get 2 points. And that is it on the ladies' side for the evening. As I look over at the men's side, Drew Anelski defeats Mike Semareglia 7-1. Still shooting. Ed Thompson leads John Holland 6-2. Jamal Pegg leads Joe Craig 5-2, and Jeff Marinucci leads Dan Benner 5-4. I'm going to step away for a little bit. We have one more match left. I'm going to let Camp know. Camp and Ed. Camp and Ed. Get the tablet set up, and then we will be right back. All right, we're all set up. Everybody else is going to be shooting, and we are underway. Camp versus Ed Thompson. Unfortunately, I didn't switch the camera fast enough. Thank you, Colin. I ran over as soon as I saw. They lied to me. They said they were going to wait. Any predictions on this? See what everyone thinks here. Ed coming out of the gate, firing. Something there for Ed. Yeah, I figured they shrugged their shoulders like, "Where's Fork and F?" They just said, "No, I'll wait for the commentator." Oh, got my steps in today. And everyone got to see my beer belly shake. The fastest start we've seen tonight. Ed dialed in early. I think Camp was a little cavalier with his warm-up. Hit a couple 170s while he's just casually talking to me. Staying up top, going down low, staying up top. Good first start there by Ed. Little kiss. Knocks it down. Switches over to the 18. 134 scored. It's going to be a 92 there for Camp. Showing off, giving a little bit of a math lesson there. Let's see how much that practice came in handy here. Ed's hitting at 122. Still advised dart there. He'll learn. But maybe just trust himself more with Camp and the big fish. Didn't come back to burn him here, so it's still a 3-dart out. 82 left. He's going trip 14 or double bull. Just misses. Set up here. Oh, he was going to go bull. Camp was really looking for that 142 out. Let out a very loud sigh when that second dart kissed down. Ooh, and Ed just outside on that 16. Going to give Camp a chance with 44 left here. 39. Camp's going to come back and steal this leg. Courtesy of the miss of Ed Thompson. We're tied at 1-1. This is going to be Ed's the lead off. That's really stacking them right there on that triple 20. Jacqueline, you tuned in just in time. It's going to be a great match. It's already been great so far. Our sponsor, Treble 20. They have power ranking on the men and women in Philadelphia. They have Camp at 1 and Ed at 3. So we should expect a game full of fireworks here. Good third dart triple there. 80 scored. Good first start there by Ed. Stacking them up. Bad kiss on the last one, but it's still a 140. Big darts for Ed right there. Narrowing in towards an out shot, or at least a chance at an out shot. But Camp is going to be the first to reach an out shot against the throw. $60 scored. $85 there for Camp. Good leaves. 136 here. Ed's been shooting at 20s the whole time. See no reason he wouldn't change. I don't know if that was a miscue there. He said something as it left his hand. Doubleable. And he nails it. Camp with the break of throw here is going to take a 2-1 lead. And go for the true break now. Leading off leg number 4. One, two, three, filling up the lipstick, Mike Campagna. I'm gonna have to go back to whispering now because the music shut off. There we go, now I can talk normal. $388 for Ed. Gonna need a monster number here to climb back into this one, and he answers with a 140. Now we're about even. Camp just firing away. 140 answer. Not really giving Ed a chance to breathe here. $55 scored there for Ed. He pushed a little bit on that second dart. Tell by his reaction. Ooh. Camp with the chance for a potential 15 darter, comes up short on the 8, but he's going to have another chance at it. $95. Double 8. Camp is going to take a true break here and go up 2 legs, and Ed's going to lead off leg number 5. Good start there by Ed. Get back in this one. Not the first time tonight Ed's been down and has come back already in both games. A lot of darts left. Take this moment. I'm going to go around the hall, give you guys an update on the other matches being played. Mike Semi leads Jeff Marinucci 1-0. John Holland, Jamal Pegg are tied at 0-0, still in leg one. Drew Anuski leads Joe Craig 2-0. Dan Benner, Paul Rudder are tied at 1-1. Obviously, we have this match here. About even on the averages so far. Ed had that red hot start, like one. Camp seems to have found his groove. There was a ton. It's going to be the first of the out. 12 darts to get there. Camp coming right on his heels. Answers with a ton. Good start. Just high. It's all right. Just stay there. Another trip gives you. Okay. 86 scored. Gonna leave him a 70. Camp with a 141. That's a good start. Always going for the 18. Oh, that was a good look by Mike Camp there. That could have been a dagger dart. He takes that, goes up 4-1, and he holds throw and leg 6. I like the confidence, but when you have 3 darts to play with there, can't advise that's the best way to go. But then again, Ed is way better than I am. Bunch of wires there from Mike Camp, and now Ed with a opportunity handed on a platter here. Just needs double 4. Outside right on the first one, but right in the double on the second, and it is now 3-2. Well, Camp gave him a chance, and he punished him. Back-to-back tons here to start leg number 6. $59 there by Camp. Head at the line. Turn this down just a little bit, since it's capturing my voice pretty well. And a lot of the music, just a reminder, East Coast Darts does not own the rights to any of the music. That is the Touch Tunes, Columbia Social Club. $43 for Camp there. Here, Ed's getting an opportunity to take a big lead here and possibly tie this game at 3. And he unloads with a 171 to leave himself a 130. Monster score at the right moment. And now the pressure right back to Camp here. 59 scores. Just changed the whole game. Those 3 darts. Good setup shot there by Ed. 50. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kent fills up the lipstick, and now we got ourselves an interesting leg number 6 here. Tops and the leg. Oh, and he's short. He's short. Oh. Tough break there for Ed. And Ed Thompson is going to tie this game at 3-3. Gonna adjust this camera real quick. I might have bumped it. Again, I'm up on stage, so a little clumsy today. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna pull it out a little bit. Let's just do that. Look a little bit nicer. In case I kick it again, I don't want to have to adjust. Back and forth we go here. Not sure if the microphone's catching. A little bit of frustration on Ed's voice there. Ed dialing in. He wants that on 80. 125, still good and timely. Through 9 darts, he's down to 191. It's monster scores. Camp answers right back with a 134. He went for the 51 down there. Set up the ton to finish. Bought the 222. And now here comes Camp. 121 score. Oh, 140, excuse me. I had bad eyesight. $80 scored, 65 left. Good use of bull. Very smart. Gonna leave himself double top, put all the pressure on Camp to take this 103 out. Good start. Ooh. Camp misses outside on the 32 after 2 great shots to set up. It's twice now that Camp almost took a triple-digit outshot. Double 10 in the lead. Oh. So a gift right back to my Camp now. And with dart number 2, it is now 4-3. And Mike Camp will lead off here. A lot of breaks back and forth in this one. It's been a very entertaining game so far. Good start there by Ed, first start. Ton to start there for Ed. Back and forth we go here. Ed Thompson with a 140. Putting a lot of pressure on Camp here. This is not a leg, Camp. You don't want to lose any leg, but the timing of this right now, to give the throwback to Ed, especially if you're looking for a win, he wants to maintain that 2-leg lead. The big 135 answer. Splashes into the 1. Good third dart triple there, 83. We're about even. $60 scored. Good start. $98 left. 1 dart in hand. Personally, I would go 18 here, but could go 48 there too. Depends on your preference. I'm also content to lose the leg if Camp were to take out that 146. So, dealer's choice here. 93. The 19. Oh, he's going to... All right. I don't hate it if he's going top stops. What he was. It's a ballsy shot, and I love it. Tops. Double 10. Camp leaving chances on the table. Now to Ed's benefit. Another chance at double top. Ed gives it right back over and hear the frustration come out of him there. Camp's going to take it first start. 5-3. And now Ed will lead off here in leg number 9. Camp needs 2 to end the match at any moment. Let's check on our updates around the hall. Dan Benner, Paul Rudder. Dan leads 4-3. Drew Anuski 5-0 over Joe Craig. Jamal Pegg leads John Holland 2-0. Jeff Marinucci 4-1 on Mike Semiriglia. $81 scored there for Ed Thompson. Big 140 there by Ed. Campfire right back. 2 in the basket. Going downstairs. 139 scored. It's going to be first of the out, 85. Good third dart triple there. Ton scored, sets up a 97. Ed Thompson, 135 left. Which way are you going? Starting at 20s. He's going to take a 55, leave himself an 80. And Mike Camp with a chance to take a 6-3 lead requires 97. 76 left. Oh, wait, my math's way off. Ignore me. Thinking 95. He's just going to set up and leave himself double tops. But Ed with a very decent chance to tie this one up. He just needs to walk him up right now. Tops in the win. And he does it. 80 out. Camp with a little nod in the background. Like, yeah, well done. Pressure shot there. Make it 5-4. Ed clearly knows where the cameras are. He walked right out of frame and started dancing to me. On there, answered by Ed. Through 6 starts, basically even. Small point differential. Camp with another ton. Ton will make Ed be the first chance at an out job. Oh, he's going to be the first one to have a look at something. A 137, a monster score at a very, very good point in this match. Camp still not on and out. All he can do is set up. Good leave there with a 124 too. 59 there for Camp. He's got a chance here if he's... Unless he's not confident. There we go, double bull. Going for the kill. Smart darts. And he does it. We are tied up at 5-5. So we have 2 legs left to play here. Next one to win this will guarantee himself 1 point. That was a hell of a shot by Ed there. .91 start. Second turn, excuse me. Clearly getting a little tired. Oh, bad bounce there. It's just a shitty kiss on the flight, turn the point. Judging by the look in the background, I think Joe Craig and Drew Nuski are done. Here, but yeah, 7-0. Drew Nuski over Joe Craig. Rough day for Joe. It's really dialed in here last 2 legs. Very reminiscent of what he did to Dan Benner in the first match. Being down 5-3 also in that match. Ooh, just inside on the triple. Play from Ireland. Sorry, Connor. You said your name is Connor. Hello from Ireland. Well, welcome to Philadelphia for the last 2 legs of night 1 of the Philadelphia Premier League. Round the hall. Jeff Marinucci has tied Mike Semiriglia. Sorry, other way around. Mike Semi has tied 4-4, and now Ed Thompson has battled back down 5-3 to take a 6-5 lead. He guarantees himself at least 1 point in the standings, and now Camp will lead off. If Ed were to win this, he'd get an additional point for the win. Camp would get nothing. Dan Benner, Paul Rudder tied at 5-5. Jamal Pegg leads John Holland 3-1. And like I said, Mike Semi has battled back down 4-1 to tie it at 4-4. And we're off, ladies and gentlemen. The last leg of this match. Back-to-back tones here. Camp with a slight disadvantage. Only started with the 60, but now adds at the line. Darts 4, 5, and 6. He's going to open with a treble, single, splash on over, but you're going to hit a 5. At least it's a triple. 95 scored there for Ed. Really been relentless these last 3 legs against Camp. Camp with a ton there. Just to make it clear, I'm not saying Camp is shooting poorly. Just Ed's really stepped it up and it's been very strong at the end of legs. Of course, Colin. I always bring the action. Yes, you are allowed to drink alcohol at this. The roughness there, but Camp going for the bowl in the last one. Splash into the 1 there. Are we tied at 119 in the final leg? Sure fucking are. Oh, just over it. Oh, that's a bad one. Here we are, quick game of 119. That will decide a lot. Ooh, that is a ballsy, confident shot there. That hurts. 98 scored. And all that for a tie. Camp with 79 out. It's going to tie it at 6-6. And we did all that, so they both got a point. Thanks, assholes. That was a really good match. All right, guys, that's it for the night. I got to clean up some dartboards and some tablets. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Matt Forgan with the East Coast Darts. This is the 2026 Philadelphia Premier League. We'll be back next week, 7 o'clock.